Hi, thanks for joining us for this week's edition of Spotlight on the Arts. I'm Jay Handelman, the arts editor and theater critic at the Sarasota Herald-Tribune, joined this week by my colleague Dahlia and we've got so much going on. I'm actually feeling panicked about trying to cover everything, and I don't even have time to do the interviews and write the stories and go to the events. But
we're going to try.
We have a few minutes to tell you about them anyway.
Yes.
And we're going to get started with some music. So why don't you get us started?
Yes, I'm super excited about this concert. Our Sarasota Orchestra artistic director, Anu Tali, has been talking about it for months. This is a Masterworks performance coming up this weekend, featuring a work that she commissioned years ago from a friend of hers, a musical friend, she says, a composer named Erkis Ventur. He wrote Symphony No. 6, Strata, which they are performing and making the American premiere of this performance here in Sarasota. So that's really cool. That Strata performance is going to be sandwiched by two Tchaikovsky pieces, the Melody from Souvenir, which he wrote near the end of his life, and Piano Concerto No. 1, which is going to be played by Simon Trubczewski, who has actually recorded the piece and played it many times, so he's really quite talented. Really excited to see what he does with that piece. It's going to be a pretty neat concert.
I got a chance for people to hear something. I mean, I don't know
something
that we
brand new.
I don't know that many people here know exactly what Estonian music may sound like.
It sounds
of any
awesome.
Era. Well,
I heard them rehearsing today. It sounds like a boss battle. It is really epic and amazing, and you guys should definitely come hear it for yourselves.
So that's this weekend at Neil and at the Van Wezel,
yes.
Right? Also this weekend, on a much different scale, a lot of original pieces are being featured in the second and final weekend of the Sarasota Festival. This is the third year of this event, where it features a whole bunch of different performers doing one-person shows, some of them musical, some of them dramatic, some of them comedic. They are performing Saturday and Sunday, like 1, 3, 5, and 7, at the Crocker Memorial Church on 12th Street in Sarasota. Cool. And on Friday night, there's a flying solo, which is 3 or 4 pieces that are being developed by area artists through the program at this solo festival. And then there's a special performance at the Starlight Room with a guy named Stephen K. Davis doing a show called The Birth of Humor. And so I missed the first weekend because I was out of town. I have been to, 24 of these things over the first 2 years, and some of them are fascinating, some of them are bizarre. You never know exactly what kind of things they're going to be. There's one about the actress Hedy Lamarr, and there's some kind of serious things. And Jan Wallace, local actress, is doing a thing about her experiences starring in Shirley Valentine, which is so she's doing a one-woman play about doing a one-woman play. And Kaylee McCaw, who's done a lot of shows in the area, also has a new piece that she's been developing about Our Lady Melody. So you want to check that out. Tickets are only $15 each, so they're pretty affordable.
Nice.
And small venue, but it's a great chance for experimenting. So
lots of new opportunities there.
Yeah.
Well, in the art world, we have some new opportunities as well. The Ringling Museum is opening their new exhibition titled A Feast for the Senses, which is bringing so many pieces from so many different places. There are some traveling pieces from the Met and the Louvre. We have lots of medieval art ranging from 1300 to 1500, including tapestries, manuscripts, some religious artifacts, all kinds of things. It's a really interesting show. They're saying that a lot of the pieces are commenting on how you experience art through different senses. So that opens on the 4th and runs till April 30th. So you have lots of time to go see that. I did get a glimpse of it as it's been putting up and being installed, and it looks really neat.
And you're doing a story about
I am doing a story about that
of this
because
work, right?
a lot of this work, because it's really old, and you have to, the way that you display it is very specific to each piece. Like, even if they're made of metal, this is made of metal and this is made of metal, they might have complete different requirements for what they need to be happy, essentially. So I'm going to write about that and talk about how they actually put on exhibits like this, especially when there's so many different kinds of art. So that'll be in the Sunday art section.
Great. Guitar Sarasota is featuring a young French guitarist named Thibaut Garcia, who's 22 years old, so he's very young. He's just starting his career, and he won the Guitar Foundation of America's 2015 International Classical Guitar Competition. It's a mouthful. But winning this competition is a big deal for guitarists. Gets them a 50-city tour.
Wow.
And so that tour is bringing him to Sarasota for a program on February 4th for Guitar Sarasota, which is at the Unitarian Universalist Church. And so it's kicking off their main season and giving audiences a chance to hear classical guitar by a very young artist and hearing how he interprets different kinds of music. So you might want to check that out.
What do we have next? Oh, we have
art.
some more art. There is always art happening in the arts world. We have 4 new exhibits opening at the Arts Center Sarasota this weekend. They're having the opening gallery thing on Thursday. The first one's called Classic Fantastic in Gallery 4. That's an all-juried, all-open exhibit, juried by Sean Patterson from Ringling College. Mm-hmm. The other 3 are curated shows, so you can see Marzipan in Gallery 1 with the works by Andrea Dasha Reich, I think. Reich. Okay. And then Magic Circus in Gallery 2 features works by Robert Burridge. Paintings inspired by circus memories and all kinds of things from the circus. And then Gallery 3 has Black Muse 2017, which is a curated exhibit of works by members of the Association for the Study of African American Life and History, which February now being Black History Month sounds like really a cool thing to check out.
And with all the talk about circus lately, it's the circus memories might be kind of timely and interesting as well. And the last thing we're going to mention at the moment is another show that Dahlia is very excited about. It's the national tour of Wicked, some little musical. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of it. This is the musical prequel to The Wizard of Oz about how the witches of Oz became who they are. You get to meet Glinda and Elphaba before they became the characters we know from the stories by L. Frank Baum. And but you already know that because the show's been a huge hit since 2002 or 3. And I don't even know if this is the 4th or 5th time it's been coming back to this Strass Center in Tampa, but it's going to be there through February 26th, so you have plenty of time to see it, though there probably are not a lot of tickets because it usually sells out.
I did see that they're announcing that lottery system, though, for Wicked. So you
have a chance to see it, but you're going to get to see it, and you'll be writing a review this time.
Yes, I will.
I've never gone to it as excited as I know you have been. So
Wicked was my first show.
Well, I'll be looking forward to seeing how it holds up. On how many times have you seen it?
6.
Oh,
I think.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm
excited.
Well, I've seen it 3 times, I think, but not always by choice. But we all have different favorites, so I'll be looking forward to reading what you have to say. And we're going to close there, and hope you'll check out all the reviews that we have and all the other features and news stories we have in the arts section, in the ticket section, and on heraldtribune.com/arts or heraldtribune.com/ticket. And we'll see you next week.